What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 50th episode of the Bronx Muchachos podcast, brought to you by 5 Reasons Sports Network. I'm your host, Mark, and we got Alex,
Hello, everybody.
and we got the man on the scene right now for all those who are watching live. We got Danny Boy sitting at Yankee State right now at the subway at Yankee Stadium.
Yo, my service is whack, but it's crazy over here right now. You guys can probably hear the 4 train going, but I got Yankee Stadium right over here to my back. I was just in Billy's. It was crazy in there. Everybody was lit. It was crazy over here. Like, just on 161, you couldn't fucking move. Like, you could not move at all. It was nuts. So, I'm here at the stadium. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna walk over some more so you guys can see at least gate 4. But it's a fun time, man.
Muchachos on location.
Exactly. So, everybody, you know the drill. Rate, subscribe, review, like. Don't forget to hit the like button down here on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to our link tree, link.tree/Real Bronx Muchachos for all our deals with Lids, Southwest, SeatGeek. You know, we got another series, so don't forget, hit up SeatGeek, get yourself your tickets for games 3, 4, and 5. Let's do what you got to do. Hey, man, time to break out the trash cans, man. We got the trash throws we're going up against now. I think 3 times the charm. What is it? 4? Actually, the 4th time, because we lost 3. We've lost 3 playoff series in a row to them, including a wild card. So
thanks
I think we're due.
You're pretty good at stabbing the knife and twisting it a couple of times in their homework. Sometimes I don't want to remember certain things.
You know why? I want to remember, because I want that fire to build up. I want that to be there. I want that. I want all those guys to remember. I want them to have it in the background. I want them to have it in their hearts and souls, so they come out firing.
Oh, well, I can say one thing. At least when we come back to the Bronx, they will definitely remind the stands will definitely remind the players if they don't remember. Yes, Dave. We have said that. We have said that, Dave. We have said that. Oh, we got the man back on. Let's see what we got on location, I guess. What's going on, Danny? Or
not? Well, no, Danny's mute. Hey, listen. In all honesty, before Danny jumps back on, today was a good game. I mean, Stanton hit his 3-run shot in the first inning. Judge comes up with a solo shot. Nasty Nestor. What else can you say about that? Well, what else can you say?
I kind of loved at the end when he finally did a little rockabye. I was like, "Ooh, look at him!"
Well, that was Glaber that did that.
No, I'm talking about when Nestor was his last at bat. When he was trying to get that 3 in a row, and he did a little bit of his little
his
rock. His rock. It almost happened, but it went high. But
no, you're right. That almost happened. Loaiza came in. He was throwing bullets. Clay Holmes looked like Clay Holmes from the first half of the year. Wandy came in, and then talking about rocking the baby. Glaber getting that last out, just letting the Cleveland Guardians know what's up, rocking the baby right at them. Well, I will say one thing, man.
I did not understand what was going on with Cleveland. I didn't even realize that at game 3, was it? Yeah, 3, when they were playing SpongeBob. I was like, what? I didn't even realize that was going on at the time, and now I'm like, that is crazy. Who cares about SpongeBob?
I will say one thing. They're a young team, and I do like. I think this is the beginning of a good rivalry, or re-emergence of a good rivalry between the two teams. Especially after the things that just went on, going back and forth. Naylor started up. Glaber shut the door on them, let them know what's up. So I think next year we're going to see a lot more of
Cleveland's going to be definitely better next year. Like, they did really, really well this season, and from just seeing what we saw in this series, they are a tougher team than I had bargained for. I thought we would have just flown right through it and been relaxing to Houston, but nope, it was the other way around.
Cleveland was tough. Like, I think I said before the series is gonna go 4 games. A lot of people were saying sweep. I was like, yo, like Bieber and McKenzie are tough. Like, don't count them out. I thought we were gonna win. I thought Cleveland was gonna win one of those team games. They wound up winning both, and then we beat them the rest of the time, and that's what we should have done. I mean, Bieber and McKenzie are legit dudes, and they did their jobs. But we could have had game 4, we could have had game 3. This thing could have been wrapped up in 4 games. But I want to point out today that the big guns showed up. Judge, Stanton, Rizzo, Nestor Cortez was nasty tonight, and that's what we needed to win this series. Like, we needed for them to show up. Like, Bader did what he had to do in order to get us here.
Oh, Danny got muted again right there.
Yeah. Technical difficulties when you're on location at times.
Oh, there he is. Now he's unmuted. Go for it, brother. You muted yourself, or you got muted before.
Oh,
so Dan,
well,
so
what's the last thing I heard? Because I finished my point.
Yeah, well, you
made your point. I think.
Yeah, you were talking about the big guns doing their thing. But especially, I will say one thing, man. I loved the way Loizaga looked coming out of the pen today. I love the way Chad Clay that Holmes came out coming out of the pen. I think that is going to be that if they stay on that track, man, that the back end of the rotation is back end of the bullpen is going to be nasty.
Yes, but I am happy that the bats were awake today. But this whole series, they weren't awake. Like, they just recently woke. I'm hoping this is a good sign for tomorrow, because it's gonna be a fight what we have going on tomorrow.
No, you're 100% right. I mean, when you're batting 182,
I'm about to go back into Billy's. I'll see you guys, I'll be out. I don't want to keep interrupting the show. I'm out.
All right, have fun at Billy's. Have some for everybody.
Hey, Mark, remind me that we got to tell him that we got to get him for this next series. Maybe he should order on Amazon those little buds and little microphones so he could just go ask people questions on location.
We should do
for
that.
Real. Like,
he's out there. Especially if he's staying up there for at least a couple of games in the series.
Yeah, boom. Exactly. He could get him one. We got to really think about that one.
Yeah, I mean, what games 1 and 2? You got what Wednesday, Thursday down in Houston. Friday travel day, then you got Saturday, Sunday, Monday in New York. I mean, I'm sure he'll be up there for at least one of those games.
Exactly, and then if he had one of those little buds things, then he could ask questions.
Yeah, there we go. Get the fans' response to it all. But
back to the show.
Back to the show. But I will say one thing, man. With the pitching rotation, first off, the hitting. Like you said before, Alex. They were cold. We weren't hitting well at all. I mean, we were hitting to a tune of 182 for the series. That wasn't going to cut it. That's not going to cut it against Houston. You know that Bregman's coming out. You know Altuve, Yordan Alvarez.
You're worried about Altuve. You're not. You have a worry about him because he was actually pretty cold also. Like, let's be real.
But he turns it up when he plays the Yankees.
He does. He 100% does. But like, we gotta wonder right now. We'll find out in 24 hours for sure. But we'll know exactly what Altuve is coming out, because if he's still the Altuve that was having a late stretch problem, then I'll be happy. If we're gonna get out the Altuve that's like clutch, it's gonna be a nice, good, long dog fight.
They got some dogs in them, and Kyle Tucker is really showing up. Yordan Alvarez, that was probably one of the dumbest trades that the Dodgers ever made. I think I read somewhere that Andrew Friedman, the president of baseball operations for the Dodgers, thought that the Astros wanted a different Alvarez that they had, or Yordani Alvarez that they had in their farm system, not Yordan Alvarez. So he got the name so confused that he gave up Yordan Alvarez.
That's ridiculous.
But I will. But like I said, I think we're going to see a whole different. I think we're going to see a different lineup. We're going to see different. We're going to have a bunch of new players coming in the ALCS.
Yes.
You know, one of the downsides, you know, was Hicks being injured, and he announced that he's done for the postseason. It's a 6-week or something like that recovery time for his knee. So, you know, he's out of there.
That's that it kind of hurts because like he did fight and claw. He did fight and claw his way at least into the end to get onto that roster.
He did, and then
And
when, you know, he got his opportunities. I mean, he was there. I mean, he didn't provide a bat too much, but I mean,
and I mean, like what? Hey, he did what he had to do today, and a fluke little accident that happened between him and Cabrera.
those things happen. But I mean, looking forward, I mean, who are we taking on? I mean, I personally think that Hicks's spot is going to be taken on by a pitcher because I don't think they're not doing 12
See that.
pitchers. They're not doing 12 pitchers. Not in a 7 game series. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They might even go 14 pitchers, especially knowing that the usage of the bullpen that they're going to have to do. So even
So
even if
who-
we even
who
if we
you-
go
who you-
even if we go 13-13, let's just make it even 13-13. I think that
Mhm.
definitely Marinaccio will be back.
There we go.
Um, I want to say Marwin Gonzalez is gone, and they bring in DJ instead of Marwin because I think DJ should be back.
Okay, well, we got rid of the. Okay. Okay, but then we have the problem. Okay, so we got rid of Marwin, but we still got another person, don't we? Or no, because we got rid of Hicks.
Yeah, because in this situation,
Oh,
in this situation, we subbed Hicks for a pitcher, so it's 13-13.
Yeah, exactly. I see it now. Yeah, I like it because I don't want to see Marwin. I mean, like, what's up with Andrew? Like, what's the deal with him, Benintendi?
Benny Blanco, he's got the stitches removed from his wrist, so I think that's going to be a 10 o'clock in the morning decision for them tomorrow. It's really what it comes down to.
Because
but I did.
Chance. That's who
Yeah.
you had then. That's why.
Well, the other thing they were announcing that Stanton will be playing in the outfield. So I think Carpenter and Stanton will play in the field. They're not just going to be DHing. So
If that's the case, then they've already made this decision on Andrew. Then if they are putting Stanton and Carpenter out there into the field, they're basically saying Andrew's not ready yet. He's not going to be in this part. Maybe World Series, but
possibly.
not here.
And well, they also said Frankie Montas will be back too. So who's getting left off the roster at that point?
Frankie.
Herman? Yeah. Is it Herman being bumped down?
Why not? I mean, we didn't use him at all, but now we're going to use him. He's going to be number 4.
No, they already have their rotation lined up.
You say
it's going Tyone tomorrow, Sevy on Thursday.
Oh,
game 3 is Cole. Game 4 is Nestor. I think out of all them, Nestor gets game 4. I think Nestor has like a 4 is on short rest. I think.
I don't know how I feel about Tyone. I don't like the odds of Tyone, but I've been like that all season with any time Tyone pitches. Like,
you know, he has a run where he gets 5 games. He's got 5 good games, and then he gets the clunker. So maybe he had his clunker, and now he'll pitch he'll have that dogfight in him. And who knows? I mean, they got Verlander going game 1, but Verlander didn't look good in game 1 in the ALDS. Maybe the amount of innings that he threw this past year, coming back from Tommy John surgery, maybe they're catching up to him now.
You're hoping. We're all hoping that right now, but I am very optimistic on that because I feel he's going to be Verlander. Like he steps it up just like Altuve steps it up when he plays the Yankees. Even when he was in Detroit, he steps it up when he goes against the Yankees.
No, you're right. He does. But the Yankees have had his number a couple times. I mean, Hicks has had that home run against him in the past. When we've been able to get to him, but he still throws Verlander numbers up during that time frame.
Yes,
but we get to him for that one shot, and we hold on as hard as we can for the rest of the time. So,
I mean, like, this is going to be a boxing match the whole time. It's who can outlast what starter the longest, and how long can our starters go? Because we can't have our guys going, oh, it's the 5th inning, and now you're going to now you're getting me out. No, We need like what we had from Cole. We need you. We need all the men to get ready that you're going to be pitching close to 100 pitches.
Well, Sevy went to 100. I think he went through
Mhm.
6 innings. I mean, if you
Sevy did well, yes.
if you get me 6 innings, boom. Oh, Paul, what's up, Paul? Paul's calling Yankees in 6 against Houston.
I can see it.
That's not a bad move. I can see that happening. I mean,
Mhm.
I think those games are. I think you're gonna have one blowout game. I think Astros are gonna have one game that they just put it on. I think tomorrow might be the game they just put it on the Yankees.
No,
Where
no. I think
and I think
tomorrow's going to be a dogfight. I think the game that they're going to blow it out is going to be game 2, and then if not,
Yeah, but Sevy likes pitching against Houston. I think Sevy back right now. I think tomorrow's the dogfight is the blowout, and I think it's a dogfight on Tuesday because tomorrow's Tyone's game.
true.
So that's the way I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Tyone's not going deep in the game. I think he's going to give up 4 runs, unfortunately.
I'm also worried about Cole. Like, I don't know. Like Cole versus Houston, I've never been excited whenever those games happen either because Cole comes out there. He comes out
pitched a
that
complete
he's
shutout one time against them, 123 pitches,
yes,
and literally told Boone, "Get off my mound. I got this game. Don't even come back here again."
I mean, are we going to get that though? Are we going to get that?
I think this postseason, he's shown that he's got it. I mean,
Oh, I'm not going to say he hasn't because I loved that tweet yesterday when we found out that he was ready to go last night. He was like, hey, if they need me in, I'll go in. Like
he was warming up tonight too.
yes,
Break
yes,
glass in case of emergency. He was up ready to
yes.
go. I don't even think that they called down to him. I think he just turned around, got up in the 9th inning, and said, "I'm warming up, just to be ready."
He's definitely taking the area that he won't be captain, but he's definitely taking the leadership role of the pitching area for the whole bullpen. That he's like, hey, I am the ace. I am going to come out here and do what I got to do, and I don't care if I did pitch without insured rest. And then he's trying to show it to everybody else, like, if I could do it, you all could do it too.
Oh yeah, no. Cole is the captain of the pitching on the pitching side,
Mm-hmm.
while Judge is the captain of the position player side. So I mean, everyone's taking their cue from them. I think Cole will be in Tyone's ear the entire flight down to Houston. The two of them are buddies from their Pittsburgh days. I think he's going to be in their ear, just downloading everything he knows and everything he knows about Houston. Just giving them something.
Or at least what he remembers from when he was there.
Oh, he's there for 2 years, so I mean, he saw Altuve. He saw. I mean, the only ones he really
But the people he won't know is the new ones, the new blood.
Oh yeah, but I mean, the main guys he's seen. I mean, he saw Yuri Gurriel. He saw.
At least we don't got to worry about Carrera.
Or Springer. Springer actually was the one that worried me a lot more because he was the catalyst for everything they did. That leadoff guy, he would jump off that fastball that came in. But no, on a side note, Dave, you're right. The problem with the regular season Astros and postseason Astros are two different animals for whatever reason. They just have the Astros. They have that aura. They have that feeling of invincibility. Like they've been there. They've been, they've been to 6 straight ALCSs, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's been 6 straight. So they have that in there. Like, this is where we belong. We need to be here. No, you can't beat. We're the best until you come and beat us. Type of attitude. And it's very rare that they've been beaten in the ALCS. So
what? I think Boston was one of the only teams to really do it.
Well, Boston and Tampa.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, hopefully, maybe we have the luck. Maybe this is our year. Finally, maybe this is our year. Get over that hump, because it comes back to maybe this is like, as in like in a basketball thing, like how Jordan had Detroit. Mm-hmm. Maybe this could be finally, if we could finally get past Houston in the playoffs, it could be the opening that we needed just for the whole team, for the whole clubhouse, for not just now, maybe even for seasons to come, future seasons.
You're 100% right. I think that once they get over this hump,
Mhm.
then it's going. Then you'll see the change, and you'll see. I think that the whole notion of us having problems with Houston is going to be. It'll still be dogfights, but it won't
Mhm.
be as much. We won't. It won't be as much, and we won't look at them as the the big giant that we need to slay. They won't be the Goliath. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight.
it is, but
And then whoever wins out of this series, then we know we get past them. We know we got home field advantage because
yeah.
the NL, none of their top teams made it through.
No, all the top three in in the NL are all got bounced. But
Mhm.
I'll say one thing: just watching some of the Phillies, watching the Phillies play, watching San Diego play. San Diego's on another level right now.
Yeah, this is a very good game so far.
Haven't really started watching that game, but Philadelphia. I mean, all Philly really has to do is you turn around, they win. They win their Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler games. It's a done deal, man. Like they all they got to do is just win those games. Boom, 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 boom. That's six. That's 6 game. You just make it a 6 game series, and you win 4 right there. You win the whole thing.
We'll find out. All I know is I picked it. Yankees on Philly. That's what I want. That's what I want the World Series to be. And as of right now, at least both my teams are still in it.
You know what? It's an interesting thing, man. Like both those teams are good. Right now with San Diego, I think San Diego's got the edge over Philly. I think that San Diego's got this magic going with them right now. I mean, San Diego slayed a couple big dragons. Not to say anything bad about Philly, but San Diego slayed some dragons. They slayed Stevie Cohen's Mets, and then they turned around and slayed the Dodgers. And that was the big one.
You're right. No, you're right. But I'm in the area of this now. It's going to be a different. This is a different series for them anyway, because unlike the last series, at least where they get to stay in the West Coast, so they're not like they're just doing a drive up and down. Over here now, they're going to fly over to Philly, so the jet lag, all that other stuff that adds to it. The weather change. It's not like we're still in sunny California. It's going to be a different ballpark, a whole different game for that series. Just like it's going to be a different game between us and Houston, going from Florida style Texas 90-degree weather up to back to the Bronx to like say the 40s.
Oh, I mean hopefully that will be in our favor. I mean, having 40-degree weather that the Astros bats can cool off. I mean, being outside. I mean, it's a different animal, and you can see in the past.
I mean, you saw it in this series. Like, let's be real. Like Cleveland and New York, it's not that the weather is not that much of a difference at all. Okay, it's still cold in both those areas right now in those areas. So it's like that's why you're getting the balls. We didn't see the home runs going out like, oh my gosh, like crazy, because it's just dead ball. That cold weather just changes the ball. Unlike when you go down to like where it's humid, that ball's flying out like nothing.
Oh yeah. No. You're right about that. I mean, but when you go to San Diego, I mean, that's a huge ballpark anyway. So I mean, you have to even there, you have to really put a charge into the ball. But they said San Diego and Houston, they're gonna coming to the East Coast, not just really the East, but they're coming to the Northeast. I mean, Philly's not really, they're not mid Atlantic. I mean, they're right, they're right there.
No, from the Philly's on the other side of Jersey. That's all it is.
It really is. I mean, they're across the river from Camden, New Jersey.
It's oh my gosh. And I don't know, just the way that city when that series goes back over there, I'm looking forward to that one because just that city alone right now, the way they're going in sports as of right now, it's gonna help them out.
It's Philly. Philly's an interesting town, man. Philly's when their sports teams are going, I mean, they can have a good time, but they don't care one bit. They'll turn they turn on everybody with the drop of the hat.
Mark, I know you don't follow football too much, but come on, they even went against Santa.
Yes, they want us against Santa.
Hey man, that is getting old, man. That is getting old. Like, come on.
Okay,
Not my
okay.
fault, you
No. It's okay. Well, was it Monday night? Was it Monday night they played, or was it no? It was
Sunday night,
Sunday
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 night.
night. Yeah,
Yeah.
they turned around. They were chanting against the president of the United States there because his wife was there. I mean,
Okay. So you mean to tell me that if that individual goes to Dallas, they're not gonna get booed either? Like, come on, man. Like, this whole notion because it happened in Philly. Like, come on, man. Let's get out of that notion.
I'm just saying that Philly's the Philadelphia fans will turn on anybody that's around there. That's
And
what
so
I'm saying.
does every other fan base when they start throwing stuff at each other. Listen, I don't blame us whatsoever for doing things like that, but Yankee fans have all the right to be upset about trash can bangings, okay? They want to go and bring their own trash cans from home to showcase their fulfillity, their frustrations. They should be allowed to.
Manny, you don't get it. What's going to happen is when they come back to the Bronx, they're just going to take those giant trash cans that are outside of the stadium and bring them in there that weigh about 50 pounds.
Listen, I have always said this. There are two teams in this league that deserve to give the Astros as much fits about that as any. It's the Yankees and the Dodgers.
And
That's it.
100%
That's it. Why? Because it was the Championship League Series and the World Series. That's it. I don't care what anybody says.
And with that, he mic dropped it.
we got nothing on that one.
But he
the voice of God has come in and put us down.
It did. Put everyone now everyone's kind of reeling right now. We're all trying to get back into everything. But you know what? So Alex, what do you think? What do you think? Yankees, Astros, what do you think how do you think it's gonna go?
I want it to be us in 6 because that's the best opportunity. If it goes to 7, I'm scared. I am legitimately scared. But I'm gonna go fun 5.
I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna go 7 because Garrett Cole's gonna pitch game 7. He's gonna come in twice. He's got game 3. He's gonna get game 7.
I'm gonna go a little. I'm gonna go on the whole. Let's go a little hard. Let's go. I'm gonna say game. We're gonna do it in 5. If we lose,
Dave's with you in game 5.
We lose tomorrow. Sparks that, like we said, like you said in the beginning of the show, that little spark in the behind that they need, and it wakes up the monster, the sleepy dragon that we know this team is, and they just go ham.
I'm just very intrigued on what the big move, what changes they're going to make. Like I said, they talked about Montas coming back, Marinaccio coming back. Hopefully DJ's ready to come back. Hopefully we both agreed that we both agreed Benny Blanco is not ready to come back. If they're already saying that if Stanton's going to play the field.
Mm-hmm. Stanton and Carpenter.
Yeah. So
they're going to be switching who's going to be DHing between those two probably.
You know who else I think is going to be left off? I think they're going to leave LeCastro off the roster this time around too.
Why?
Why have him? I mean, at that point you have 7 outfielders?
Oh. Yeah.
And that's just that's ballpark in it that you're going to have 5-6 outfielders. You don't need that many outfielders. At that point,
you know what?
At that point, put Peraza on the line on the roster instead of Castro. They can all do this. He can do all the same things and hit the ball better. And when you turn around and you watch IKF doing what IKF does,
you could put him in shortstop.
Exactly.
I mean, like IKF had to come into the game just because of the injury. If it wasn't for the injury, IKF would not have been in the game.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
no, because Martin went in first, and they turn around like, no, we don't want that anymore.
Yeah, that basically told Marwin, like, guess I'm not going in the next couple of rounds. I'm done. Marwin like got back to his locker and he's like, yeah, celebrate. And that's like right now everyone's like, all right, time to get ready to go home. And Marwin's like, I'm just gonna clean this locker out, make it nice and pretty, have a nice get ready for my early vacation. Because that's what I see going on for him right now. But yeah, no, I could definitely like. We don't need that many. Like, we don't need 7 outfielders. We probably just need 4, 4, and a fifth that could play outfield and infield.
Well, that's Cabrera right there. So I mean,
Exactly.
you figure you got Bader, Judge. You'll have Stanton. You'll have Carpenter,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have Cabrera, and there you go.
Yeah,
You
it'll be
take
an
you take you
interesting
take you take LeCastro off. You put Peraza in there for him. Marwin's off the roster. Obviously Hicks is off the roster too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a wrap. I think it's a wrap at that point.
It'll be an interesting one.
I think if you take Marwin and Hicks off the roster right there. I mean, that flips it to 14
14, 12.
pitchers. Yeah, 14, 12 and pitch in favor of the pitchers, which I still think you need more. I still think you need the pitching. I think you need.
So who can we cut off one more position player then?
No, the Marwin and Hicks were the 2 that you cut off to flip it back.
Yeah,
it was 14. It was 14 position players. This
yeah,
round.
we just like I'm talking about between you and me. We just turned it into 14, 12. Is there a way for us to be able? Who would we have to take off? Do you think to turn this into 15, 11?
No, I don't think it'll go 15, 11. Oh wait, no, I was wrong. It's still 13. It's still 13, 13 because I forgot about DJ. Still think DJ's going to be back, so DJ takes over Marwin's spot. So we're still at 13, 13.
So we still got to take one person off to make it at least 14, 12.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It could be LeCastro, and they're going to leave off what's his name off there. They're going to leave Peraza off. Then you have Cabrera that can go to shortstop. You got Stanton that going in left field. So that's how that could be done. But 10 round what I think they have to announce the rosters 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, something like that. And
We'll
then
find out.
5:53, 5:37 start tomorrow.
So basically 8 o'clock. First pitch probably around 8 o'clock.
No. 5:37 is for his first game. His first pitch for tomorrow for the Yankees.
Is it?
Astros. Yeah, because the West Coast team is getting the because they're on the West Coast right now. So but I think when it flips, when they both head back to when the Yankees go back to New York and when Philly goes back to Philly, I think that's when you'll see the change. That Yankees that being in the Bronx, they'll get prime time, where Philadelphia will be the early games.
Well, wait a minute, no, because look at it right now. They're playing it's going to be every other day. That's all it's going to be.
Aren't they playing? I thought the CS is the NLCS is tomorrow too.
It's
1-2.
Oh, yeah, in that aspect, you're right. Yes,
they do 1-2. Then we're
no. You're right. I'm forgetting the fact. I remember back in the day how they used to do it like one day.
Yeah, but they're trying to condense all that nowadays.
Yeah, they have to condense it because they're trying to like the way they're doing their contracts and everything.
Yeah, well, they don't want to be into November anymore.
I mean, yeah. No one wants to see baseball when they're carving turkeys.
Not with hockey season right around the corner either. So, hockey season started already.
Football's going nice and strong, and basketball's about to start up, or unless it already started up. I'm not 100% sure.
I think basketball started today, but you know what? The Rangers are doing really well, so that's all that matters right now. Hockey season's going nice and strong. But
that's a different podcast that you can start up, Mark.
that'll be the next one. We'll start that one up right after you and Dave do the 18-1 podcast.
Nah, man, that ain't happening. You know that he's very strong on not doing that one.
I know he's not. I'm still trying to work into existence for you. I think it's a great name for one. But we'll keep this short and sweet. Yankees won tonight. We rocked sleep the babies in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Catch everybody tomorrow. You know the drill. Catch everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Don't forget to follow our to go to our link tree and use our sponsors, please.
Yeah, man. Games 3, like you said, SeatGeek games 3, 4, and 5. Get your tickets. Get some prices off there. Get good seats, man.
Don't forget to go to Lids. Get that postseason gear.
Exactly. Exactly. And if you're traveling, and for anybody who's in the South or in the West, traveling up north to watch the games, make sure you bundle up. But for Dave and Danny, who weren't able to really be with us tonight, for Manny,
Danny's having a good time right now. You know, he's having a couple of cold ones right now.
he's at Billy's. You know how Billy's gets. All right, for Alex and myself, till tomorrow. Go Yankees.
Go Yankees.